Hey, how are you today? Welcome to the Greater You. Quick thought for you today. As I was out exploring, I was doing some of that snow biking that I like to do this time of year. I was thinking about a pretty important principle of health and well-being it was on my mind. I actually would have loved to have done this one on the trail, but I was short on time. So you're getting this video afterwards. But this is kind of an interesting thought. So really, I think there's three, when we're talking about the active lifestyle, there's really three approaches to consider that people come at things like exercise and activity with. And I think that there are the one of these three is better than the other two. So the first way to come at activity is this desire to burn calories, right? Maybe a person has let their health go or fitness go, and they're feeling a little off or a lot off. And so, kind of in alignment with the diet mentality, which we don't recommend, by the way. We're always about lifestyle and what is a sustainable way of living that can be healthy and fit, right? In alignment with that first way is kind of this idea of it's like a restrictive way to go about exercise. Don't get me wrong, there's probably a time and a place where when we're trying to create a habit with physical exercise that we need to do that, where we get it on the calendar and we're a bit rigid about it. However, it doesn't seem like it lasts long when people take that approach. It's restrictive. It's like how many calories can I burn? We're always checking our pedometers and our smartwatches and stuff to see how much we're burning. So it's driven by the desire to burn. It's driven by the desire to lose weight. It's driven by the desire to burn calories. I think that this strategy is the most restrictive and least sustainable way to build exercise into habits. When we talk about habit, we talk about the habit triangle. Maybe I'll pull that up for you really quick here. So we call this the habit reinforcement triangle. I'll go ahead and do a share screen. So when we're talking about creating habits, there's that restrictive way. So you got the three components to your habit reinforcement triangle. You've got the behavior that you're trying to put into your life, and then you've got the reward or result of that behavior, and then the stuff that reminds you to do the behavior again, and we go around and around. If you go around that triangle enough times, you will find yourself with a habit. So with that restrictive strategy to, burning, yeah, I don't know. What's the reward? Maybe you do lose some weight. Um, and what's the reminder? It's in your calendar. You've got your appointment with a personal trainer. Those things are great, but I don't know how sustainable they are. The second way to think about this is we move away from the burning mentality, right? We move into this idea of, hey, I can really exercise because it's now a habit. I want to do it. There's a reward that starts to come that isn't just the burn. It's not just the feeling of losing weight. There's other rewards that start to come in. We start to feel better when we exercise. Sometimes people at this phase or strategy, they start to get the mental health benefits of exercise, clears their head, they feel better. It sets the tone for their day if they're doing it first thing in the morning or perhaps the afternoon up, wherever they put it into their schedule. That second way is much more sustainable. You're still using the reminder, the behavior, and the reward, but the reward or result of the exercise is becoming stronger than the idea of losing weight. It's now feeling good or clearing our head or giving us a chance to, listen to some music and kind of lose ourselves in the activity. So that's pretty cool. That one can work. You'll get a stronger habit out of that than the first version. But the third version that's been on my mind today is really the activity way of going about it. So you've got the burn restrictive way, and then you've got the exercise as a habit way, which is cool and feels good and helps us. But then this third way might be even superior to all those, which is the active lifestyle, where the activities themselves become so enjoyable to us. And those activities are the thing that exercise our bodies. Hiking, biking, for me, climbing, um, martial arts, taking a walk with your dogs, taking a walk with a loved one, getting into running. People get that runner's high. There's a lot of activities. Pickleball, super social. People are loving pickleball nowadays, and they get with their buddies and they go and they have tournaments and fun stuff, and people are laughing and having a good time. And there's something more to it where the activity itself is creating these great rewards of positive emotion. That I think is going to be the stronger of the habits because now you feel great, right? You feel, yeah, you're getting the mental health benefits, you're getting the physical health benefits, but the focus is on the enjoyment of the activity and maybe the experience of the activity. So that third way is more in alignment with what we see in the blue zones, right? Everyone's heard about the blue zones. If you haven't, check it out. It's pretty interesting stuff. The idea is that there's a few places on the planet where people tend to live longer and have better quality of life. It's like Loma Linda, California, Okinawa, Japan. There's a couple places on the Mediterranean. These places, people are leading these active, community-centered lifestyles. They're getting in nature a lot. And so they've moved, they're not thinking about burning calories. They're like, hey, I'm going to go dive for some sea kelp, which some people do that in Okinawa, right? I'm going to go swim in the ocean or whatever it is. And so they're focused on the activity with people, sometimes alone, and the reward is the you feel amazing and you're engaging in something that's meaningful to you. So think about those three strategies, and my challenge to you would be to move yourself at least into that second phase where exercise is a habit because it feels good, but then see if you can branch into that third zone, third idea of the activity is enjoyable, so enjoyable that I want it to be a habit or a part of my lifestyle, which happens to give me the side effect of keeping my body healthy, fit, and limber and moving. Stuff like yoga and all those. Sometimes people really get into that. Oh, I just love how I feel when I do yoga, doing it with my friends and family or whoever you're doing it with. Love my yoga instructor. They're moving into this activity driven lifestyle of health and fitness. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel, and we will talk to you soon. That is our thought on developing exercise habits. There you go. Didn't mean to throw this up there, but I think it's actually a really good reminder here that think about those three components of building your habits. And really, when it comes to physical exercise, building habits based on activity. All right. Talk to you soon, and thanks for your time today. Goodbye.